What's up, everybody? Spare Wit Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on the Crackpack server. Sorry, kind of forgot what I was playing here for a second. Oh, hold on, just a second. Okay, that's better. Sorry, I realized I wasn't full screened for some unknown reason. Okay, I'm gonna need a couple more flammable objects. Gosh, you do kind of get used to whipping around all over the place when you have these boots of the traveler. They're pretty amazing. So in the last episode, we were working on beautifying the wand recharging room. I think I'm done, but I may change out one or two more things. Oh no, I do have one thing that I haven't decided what I want to do yet. Are you full? You're almost full. One of these. One of those. Put that there. Put one of those there. I still need to figure out a better way to do this, if there's a better way to automate it, but, you know. Oh. So it's all this arbor stuff that's left in the tank? Really? Well. Okay. So, you might be wondering what I'm up to. What I'm up to is what I talked about last episode. I want to try and make this wand focus for uprising. I need one more nether quartz. So I have the quartz, I have the air shard, and I have the ender pearl. We have a minor thing, and I have these three, so now the only two things that I need is the feathers. And there's also a huge turn of events in terms of the Thom Craftery. And let me get over to Adrian's house. Whoa! Not my fault. Creeper came out of nowhere. Whoa. Back off, Afro man. Afro Samurai Zombie. Alright, you know what? Rapid fire awesome bow of death. Fro hat! I got the afro. Woohoo! Alright, so I'm heading over here to his house because I'm relatively sure that he has feathers somewhere. So there's a couple of things that I want to do in the next episode or two, within this episode and spanning the next episode or two. What is this stuff? Firefly jar. I don't have any of those. Ooh, lag. So, a couple of things that I want to do... Oh, it was lagging. I was like, what is that? So the couple of things that I have in mind is I want to make this focus, because that would be cool. I also learned... I'm going to show off his storage unit here in a second. So this is... He got briefly into the implied energistics. So he has one 16K storage drive, right? And this whole drive thing can hold all these different... You can see them here. It's incredible. Set priority. I don't want to mess with anything. But you can put more than one of these drives. I think they go up to 32K. I'm not sure. Then you can have an access terminal. I don't know what the controller does. Oh, the controller ties it all together, I guess? Maybe? I don't know. He explained this to me once and I don't remember it. And then you have... Ooh. Did he take everything out? Ooh, I hope he took everything out. I hope that's not glitched. It says... Oh no, what did we do here? I might have broken something. Feathers? No. Ooh. I didn't do it. Wasn't me. You saw what I did. I didn't break anything. Did I break something? I hope I didn't break anything. Is it out of power, maybe? Is there a way to find out how much power it's getting? This looks off. I don't mean wrong, like it looks off, like disabled. Did he turn the power off? Sun false out. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So he was charging his jetpack. That's what happened. Alright. So I'm going to remove that just for a minute so that I can turn it back on, because otherwise I have to do it the old-fashioned way and look to see if he's just got a couple if he's got a couple feathers lying around, I won't worry about it. That's probably not something he would have thrown in. But I want to do a storage system like he's got going there at some point. There's a book. What was that thing? Flexion laser drill. That sounds fun. Raven's feather. Darn. That's not what I need. Adrian! Where's all your stuff? No? No sun yet? Okay. Crap. Well, I'll have to hold off for a minute. I would like to do... Where am I? I think I stumbled across his quarry. Ugh. I would like to do a system kind of like he has going there, where it's all pumping into one storage system. So to do that, I want to make some solar panels. Because I don't want to go uber... okay, we've got sun... Aha! Now it's got power. That's the only bad part. If you don't have power, you can't access your stuff, which is kind of bad. Okay. Oh. It's blinking. Why is it blinking? Energy stored. Okay, so it has no power stored up yet. Power is low. So we gotta give it a minute. Oh, come on. Come on, you can do it. Power is low. How much power do you need, dude? I think what happened was he left the something running and hasn't been on in a while. And I think it drained something. Yeah, he's completely depleted his reactor, which was the main thing that was powering it. Although this is set up to... Here, what we'll do, just for now... Oops. Wrong way. Nope. Nope. Stop it. This one? No. Dang it. This one. Ah, I got it. Okay. So we'll set that to on for a second, so that it'll charge his storage unit so we can get to the feathers. Ah, there we go. Alright. I need... Oh, crap. Nope. Nope. Put that... I just need 2 feathers. Okay, there we go. And now we'll put this back in there. Oh, crap. It's probably because it's full. It won't let me put it back in there. Alright, I'm going to fix everything and then I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I fixed everything that I broke over there at his house. We are back over here. I've kind of finished this room, sort of. We've got our elevator in place, our arcane blocks here. I changed this around because basically what I did was I put a block under here because if I thought about it and I'm like, if it works like water, as long as there's something to keep the source block from falling, it'll stay, which it's doing, which is awesome. However, it doesn't do this block here because of the, well, water mechanics. It's going from one side to the other. So I changed the design a little bit. I put these arcane stone blocks where the stone is. I'm not sure if it makes it feel a little too busy because there's symbols all over the walls and then like I like the color contrast, but I don't know if it's too busy or if I should have gone something different. So let me know what you guys think. I also like this a little bit better because it clears up the corners. It doesn't feel like you're walking into this thing. And I plan on putting some niter here. I don't think I can place the high energetic. No, you can't do that. So I'd have to put regular niters here. My goal is to kind of use niter or glowstone or something more arcane for lighting so that I don't have any torches anywhere. That's kind of my goal. So what was I doing? Oh, I wanted to make some more of this magic fabric stuff. Oh, that's problematic. I don't have enough string. Crap. I was hoping I'd have enough. Dang it. Alright, well. Nothing I can do about it now. Oops. Put that there. That leaves... We'll do this. Make a chest plate. And then we'll do... boots. That'll work. So what I want to do is enchant them this way, because I didn't do that before. So I'm kind of curious as to what all I can do. Protection, fire protection, blast protection, projectile protection, thorns, and repair. Not bad stuff. I think I might wait on that, actually, because that doesn't really do a whole lot different than normal armor. Okay. Now, to do this, we need modus. We need 20 modus, like 20 iter. I just happen to have 23. And then I have a lot of air, but we don't need that much. Actually, I think it says we only need 15. Okay, and we need nether quartz, feather nether quartz. Okay, so nether quartz. I'm stuck. We'll do feather nether quartz. I think that'll work. Feather, quartz, shard. So we'll do feather, quartz. Will that work? It's a little past... I think that'll work. Yeah, that should work. We'll find out the hard way. And then we'll put that there. Okay, I think it's not so much that it's pictured exactly as that they're opposite where they should be. So the one quartz has to be opposite nair shard and the other two have to be opposite feathers. Like, I don't think it has to be exactly the right distance. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert at this. Ender pearl and go. Hope nothing breaks. The scary one is not when it pops it off of a pedestal. The worst one is when it actually destroys the object, because if you don't have any backup objects, it's just you're screwed. And that's not a fun day. But this says minor flux stuff, so we should be okay. Normally with minor, the worst that happens is it knocks it off a pedestal. It's when you get into like the unstable or the dangerous ones that I actually have it melt the object and then turn it into like liquid flux, which is really not fun. One more object. Boom! Off without a hitch. Alright. So now... air per cat. Ooh! So if we read the description right, it's supposed to propel... How does this work again? Propelling things around the air. You create one. Propel the holder in the direction that they are looking at. When someone is propelled through the use of this focus, any accumulated gravitational energy is negated, resetting the fall damage the holder would take. Okay, so... Ooh. Now, I've noticed it's kind of like stepping. What I'm wondering is if I'm moving, does it still do that? Oh, so it's like speeding it up, I guess? Or... Oh, I see. It's kind of a way to fly, then. Ooh. Ooh, this could be fun! Let's shoot for that tree, huh? How's that? Oh, that's cool. That is pretty cool. Now, the cool part is you can actually fly forward, like falling. Fall with style. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Oh, I could get used to that. Okay, and now we'll go down to our recharging room. So, as I said before, with this room, this stuff, not really sure about the arcane block, if that's going to stay. And the other thing is this cross plus shape pattern I find very interesting and it screams to be a centerpiece of some kind, like put a glowstone, lantern, chandelier, something. I don't know. Crystals, something cool. Something cool and something fun. The other thing is, I recently found out in Thaumcraft there's actually hidden research. I did not know this. According to... Ooh, what is this? See? Like that. That wasn't there before a minute ago. So what happened was, I was in this thing. And I put in @Thaum, and I was looking for different objects that we could use aesthetically that would look cool. And I came across Brain in a Jar. And I was like, oh, that's right, I never researched that. I wonder if they removed it or not. And when I looked into it, they hadn't removed it. But it had actually become a hidden research, and I didn't know what that meant. And so I did some Googling on the Googles, and it informed me that there are some objects that you only, or some research that you only get from scanning with the Thaumometer certain specific objects. And one of which was an actual zombie brain. In the Sphax pack, the zombie brain is actually zombie flesh. So even though I've scanned that, it's not the same thing by game standards. It's talking about these, the zombie brain. See, the Sphax pack kind of screws it up, but this is the actual zombie brain dropped by Thaumcraft. And when you scan that, it tells you that you received information on a note or whatever. And when you look into it, you get, was it Artifice? I think, yeah, Brain in a Jar, which is kind of like the used to be that it holds XP and all that stuff. Then I noticed there's Infusion Enchantment. What is this? Now this personally, combined with Thaumic Tinkering, I don't think is very useful that much other than the specific enchantments. So essentially what it's doing is like repair. If you wanted repair, instead of using as much XP as it would cost you normally, you use these 3 Essentia, a Salus Mundus, and an Anvil, and you can enchant with 6 levels instead of 30. You can get Repair 1. If you do it with 12, you get Repair 2, or you have to do it again. That part I'm not really sure. It says something about having to repeat it multiple times. Essentia and experience costs are multiplied by the level of enchantment you are performing, so a level 2 enchant costs twice as much as a level 1. So the Essentia cost is doubled, and so is the levels. It's kind of a good thing if you didn't have the Thaumic Tinkering, where you can just pick what you want, plug a wand in, and go recharge it if it gets drained, and that's how you enchant everything. But you can do all these different treasure, frugal, fire protection, all the basic stuff. As well as the Thaumcraft. And then I noticed in the Apocrypha, oh, what is this? New stuff. Because of the Infusion Enchantment. So I went ahead and did these, and there's different ones. Consuming Educational makes mobs drop more XP. This one I'm kind of interested in. Capitalist, it only has 1 level. But if you slay mobs with it, there's a chance they'll drop an emerald fragment, and if you kill a villager, it will instead drop 1 of the villager's emeralds. So I'm thinking about enchanting a weapon with this thing, and making it kind of a, like, emerald farm weapon, if that makes sense. But there's other ones too. Corrupting turns regular shards that you harvest into nether shards. Chameleon tools are interesting. It lets you have 1 weapon or 1 item has 3 different sets of enchantments. So you could have a pick with Silk Touch, and then you could switch it to Fortune, from what I understand. This doesn't seem very useful. It allows you to add a Fiery Core enchantment to any normal weapon, but I'm like, why not just make a pickaxe of the core and be done, since you need 1 to enchant it? So in Thaumic Tinkering, that's where we get this, which... This looks interesting. How do I make one of those? Let's get one of those real quick so we can research this. After knowing that zombie brains have the ability to store experience, you have created a talisman that mimics that behavior, not to a perfect extent, though. To switch the ability to store experience you need to shift right-click on the talisman. When the talisman is enabled, it will absorb any nearby experience orbs, thus can be transformed back into usable XP by right-clicking with a glass bottle in your inventory, turning that into a bottle of enchanting. Interesting. Again, this is another one of those, it's interesting, I'm not really sure it's useful with combined with the other mods. If you just used the Thaumcraft and its add-ons, yeah, it would be viable. So anyways, one of the things that this brought up was a thorough investigation into what other hidden researches I have. By the way, Gollumancy, there's a crap ton to Gollumancy. Holy guacamole. I think I have done all of these except this one. But wow, dude, there's so much to research in Gollumancy. So anyways, in Thaumic Tinkering, however, there's another add-on called Thaumic Tinkering Kami, I think is how it's Kami. And it has some cool stuff. Like, it's super late game from what I understand. Oh, here, I could get through from there, actually. Where are you? This stuff. Eager Cloth. You have to get, from what I understand, you have to research everything before this unlocks, but I have Googled it, and according to Google, it says this is actually in the crack pack, and it does show up here. And so I'm guessing it actually is in this mod pack, but I looked up, like, how do I unlock Eager and all this crap, because it does some really cool stuff. And from what I understand, it's basically you have to have researched everything in Thaumcraft before it will unlock Eager. That's what I understand. I could be wrong. So, yeah, this is pretty awesome, though. I had done this one, which I showed, and it flies really good, actually. But I don't know. This might be a better alternative here. Let's fly over to Adrian's real quick. Oh, and if you move... Okay, once you leave the ground, moving doesn't really matter. So this is pretty awesome. And it's actually kind of fast. So yeah. Successful infusion. Successful infusion, there we go, of a really cool wand focus, whatever. So in the background, between now and the next episode, I will definitely be researching everything I possibly can into Thaumcraft, but while I'm doing that, my high priority is actually going to be getting what I need to build, like at least 2 solar panels or something, so that I can make one of those applied energistic storage systems, because I really need a compact, searchable storage system badly. I've got crap so many different places, and it's so disorganized, it's terrible. So one of those things is something we're going to work on in the next episode. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace!